roommate walked into the living room and asked, "Did you hear the doorbell ring at 3:51 a.m. last night?" I paused the TV and laughed. "No, why, did you?" But Janelle didn't laugh back. "I knew you were a selfish pig," she said, before walking out and locking her door from the inside. I honestly thought she was on her period or something, but when I walked into the kitchen, the entire room went silent. "We can't believe you," Rhea announced. Lindsay wouldn't even look at me. "Can someone please tell me what's going on?" I grabbed a chair, but Rhea pulled it away from me. "You know exactly what you did. I was asleep like a normal person. You know I hate staying up late." It blinked back the tears because it felt like our years of friendship meant nothing anymore. That's when I saw I had 16 missed calls, all from my mom. She picked up on the first ring, but before I could say anything, she started sobbing. "I thought I raised you better. You told me you promised you'd never do anything to hurt your future." "Mom, what are you talking about?" But she'd already hung up. She'd blocked me. Lindsay finally looked up and her eyes were red like she'd been crying. "Samuel saw you. The whole basketball team saw you." My eyebrows furrowed. Samuel was my boyfriend of 8 months. I went into our chat and his contact photo disappeared. He'd blocked me too. "Even your sister called me," Rhea said quietly. "She wanted to know if you were okay, if you were on drugs or having some kind of breakdown." I told her no, you're just a pick-me. I left making excuses about being late for class, not wanting them to see me cry. But when I got to campus, Dr. Rose was waiting outside the lecture hall. "The dean wants to see you, now." Her voice was cold, professional, nothing like the professor who told me she believed in me. In the hallway, other students were pointing and whispering. When I checked my phone, I had dozens of texts from numbers I didn't recognize. "Hey, remember me from Tuesday night? You said I could crash whenever. Can I come by tonight? You promised." I switched to DND. The dean's office was packed. My academic advisor, 2 security guards, and someone from student housing. 37 complaints in 2 weeks about me endangering campus safety. Security footage showed me using my student ID to let strangers into the dining hall at 4 a.m., into the computer lab where expensive equipment had gone missing. "I don't remember any of this," I kept saying, while they insisted it was a safe space for me to tell the truth. They gave me 2 options: voluntary leave of absence for medical evaluation or formal expulsion proceedings. I chose medical leave. When I got back to the apartment, my stuff was already in trash bags in the front yard. My roommates had voted. Emergency eviction meeting while I was at the dean's office. My bank called while I was loading boxes into my car. Someone had flagged suspicious activity on my account. The lady read off the transactions. $800 ATM withdrawal at 4:27 a.m. $600 withdrawal at 3:58 a.m. All from different nights. All while I was literally asleep. I sat in my packed car in the parking lot, nowhere to go. My part-time job had already called to say I was terminated. My manager had security footage of me in the store at 3 a.m., loading merchandise into bags while talking to thin air. She said I looked possessed. That's when I lost it. I marched back into the apartment building and started pounding on our door. "Open up! I know you're in there!" Mrs. Kathy from next door looked terrified, but I didn't care anymore. After 5 minutes, Janelle opened the door with the chain still on. "You need to leave before we call the cops. My entire life is destroyed and I don't even know why. I have a right to see what you showed everyone." Janelle tried to close the door, but I pushed harder. "Show me the footage." "You don't want to see it," she said, but her resolve was weakening. "It'll make everything worse. Worse than being homeless? Worse than losing everything?" Someone was definitely calling security. "I'll stand here all night if I have to. I'll sue every single one of you for defamation. Fine." Janelle yanked the door and I almost fell forward. "But when this breaks you, remember you literally forced me to show you." She grabbed her laptop from the counter while Lindsay and Rhea stood in their doorways watching. There were dozens of video files organized by date going back 3 months. My hands were shaking as she clicked on one from last Tuesday. The footage was from our apartment's hallway camera. Timestamp 3:40 a.m. I watched myself walk out of my bedroom wearing the oversized Lakers shirt I always slept in. But my eyes were wide open, but empty. My hand reached for the locks, undoing each one like it was routine. Then I opened the door and stood there having a full conversation with someone in the hallway. I was nodding, gesturing, even laughing at something they said. What I watched myself do next made my blood freeze. Full story on channel, link below.